Jackson, can you start with your name from that? We'll go to introduce yourself, especially.
I'm Jacqueline Flores. I'm Jackie. I'm Gail McConnell.
I'm Gary Trickle.
Yeah, okay, they know me.
What's your last name?
Courier, Gary Courier.
Patty Haas.
And y'all know me, but I just met Gary, I've known Patty in there for a long time. So we have a quorum, we're under the full bylaws until next month. We have some announcements, no action on this. We don't have any public speakers. I didn't see anybody sign up. The next, I gave y'all a calendar, if y'all want to pull that out, all of you, May and June. Okay, so if you want to put there on June the 24th, that's our next meeting, regular meeting. June 24th, the next. So when you go home, you can put this on your calendar and telephone. And we still meet here at 6 o'clock. We have 3 new commissioners. They just introduced themselves. Other than the new girl, we'll see her next month. As a reminder, this meeting is being recorded for the benefit of our secretary that works diligently. If she can hear the speakers, she'll be able to speed it up for minutes. We're falling behind on minutes because there's been a lot of changes and a lot of stuff doesn't come out. And we need to speed it up on that. At this time, let's take a moment in silence to remember Pamela Joyce Capt, a longtime resident of Blanco and a member of Blanco Historic Commission. And lately she was the chair of Streetscape. May they live in our hearts forever. Thank you. We're gonna miss her. She was a vital asset. It will good. May 27th, you can also put that in your calendar before it's just Memorial Day. The offices are closed. Okay, that's the reason why we're meeting today. Okay, and then on June the 19th, you want to put that in your calendar. If you guys want to do something, we can come up with some ideas, but that's Jubilee. Something that Texas got started with the history from Galveston. Finally, the Texas blacks found out we've been free. Make it longer. It's been a conversation in the past. Somehow we can give them recognition. So go come up with some ideas. Let's do that. Okay. In honor of that. I was thinking maybe another display like one I had across the street. June the 3rd is when P&Z will meet and they will look at the 120-day demolition delay. And when we go basically from 6 commissioners to 7, it has to get approved by them. Although it's been approved with you, then it goes to P&Z. If one of them would like to attend so we can answer questions, I can be one there. And then when the city council, someone would like to address. Not really don't ask, but if you're there, it helps out. The city council meets
Second Tuesday of the month, so June 11th.
Council. And the first Monday, when I say the 3rd, that's P&Z.
Yes.
What time is the city council meet?
They're both at 6 o'clock. So P&Z is the first Monday and council is the second Tuesday. So there's a week, usually.
Okay, that's, if we're moving on the agenda, there's on old business, number 2 and number 3, I'm going to combine those 2. So that's the same thing. Okay? That's the only thing for the agenda. Unless if someone wants to move something around. This is a challenge, and we don't need a motion for that. If not, the agenda will stay as it is. We'll keep moving. New business, consider and discuss and take appropriate action on the following. Acceptance of Maria Kruger's letter of reclamation dated April 18th, 2024. Everybody has a copy of that? If someone would like to make a motion and second that,
I'll make a motion that we accept Maria's resignation.
okay, Jacqueline makes the motion. Would someone like to second that?
Actually, Gail made the motion.
I'm sorry.
Gail made the motion. But I will second it.
Okay. My bad here. I would feel if y'all have a discussion, if not, all those in favor say aye.
Clarification, am I on the board yet, so I can?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
we'd reach that.
Yeah, I was confused too, yeah. You need to find a way, before we move on.
Point of clarification, the mayor actually, for this board, at this time, can fill those positions, without council approval, which is why I recommended that to the mayor. And we discussed this with Retta and then the committee was. The mayor filled those positions.
Right, I'm sorry, being selfish, but is my position like a filling a vacancy of term?
We're filling a vacancy.
Okay,
I don't know how much longer there is. It's filling a vacancy.
Yes, until next June.
Okay, so next June.
That's when everybody gets reappointed.
okay.
This is the bill.
Jerry,
And
what
Patty too.
the bylaw says, if any of the commissioners needs to resign, they do it in the letter. And it needs to come before a motion. Which I don't want, but that's what it's done, right?
Not take a motion.
Yeah, if you go to the website from the city and look for chapter 4 of the ordinances, all that information's in there. Nothing is hidden. It's just looking for what units. Okay, so that's been approved. We need to make a motion to approve the minutes for April 18th. That was a special meeting.
I move that we, that the
Jackson. Would someone like to second that?
Well, I wrote them, but I can second it if they probably haven't read them.
I'll second.
Well, I mean, I'd have to stay anyway, because I wasn't at the meeting, so I can't say.
So we'll let-
Being director.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Well, I mean, it's right.
And the discussion that we just had, number 3, welcome the new members that were assigned by the mayor. And there's a UDC 4.1B6. Okay, Gary? Is that okay? And I can also send you those chapters. At this time, we need an election for a chair and a vice chair, and now let y'all speak.
Well, to see. Jackie doesn't want to, and I don't mind being an interim chair and doing the minutes, but, both of those people, I'm sure, are very qualified to do that. You have to ask them if they want to. I thought it'd be good to start with, if somebody who's been here a while, do it. But, I definitely don't want to be chair, and Jackie doesn't want to be chair.
Well, you're the secretary.
I'm the second chair?
You have to.
Oh, have I been?
And, yeah.
Surprise.
Do you want? Okay.
I wouldn't mind at all, just covering the meeting when the chair is absent, that's all the second chair.
So we need a chair. That's what
Just because I don't focus.
typically, this is my 2 cents when I've done a lot of nonprofits that started. We always pick the new people that came.
Did
So I'm
you?
just saying, yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, I think that's great, if they want to be chair and interim chair, like, okay. But I don't see a lot of kind of running toward the position.
No, I mean, I'm a little intimidated because, being the new person, I know everything. And certainly want to definitely go to the people that have put in their dues and whatnot. Because I assume that the chair position comes with a higher paycheck.
If they did, I think there'd be people want. You know, it's like,
Well, let's make it simple. The other two with seniority, she does not want to be chair.
I don't know. I've been interested in years.
So I kind of want some pointers. No, I'm not looking
Well,
at
really,
you.
give us the job description of a chair.
I'm going to give you my own interpretation. The bylaws doesn't say a whole bunch. The way I always look at a chairperson, you have a music orchestra and you're conducting the music. They do all the work. All you do is make sure that the meeting's running smoothly. I will help you with the agenda. Laurie will help you with the agenda. Since you're brand new, you don't know what's taking place. Eventually you'll see what you were doing before that thing's so simple. But that's just me.
Well, and what I've noticed is that the chair is the liaison with the city office with Warren and Lori. And is that true? And
And we can have meetings in between this break time. Oh, I've never seen it that way. Only the person that makes it hard is because they want to make it hard. It's not that hard.
Okay. Well, if it's simple, I'll volunteer.
make a motion that Gary become our chair. Second that motion.
No discussion.
I think we discussed.
Good, thank you. Okay, now we need a vice chair.
Patty, do you want to be the vice chair? She's deaf.
No, I heard.
Should I make a recommendation?
Yes.
Let's wait for the new girl, because she had, they go to college for historic preservation. She's probably willing to get in,
Okay.
because they're taught to get in, don't just sit, pick a seat and make it warm, get involved. So let's wait till next
Who
week.
seconded my motion for Gary to be chair?
Jack. Motion carried. We'll table the vice, okay. That's on you.
Now, she doesn't want to help me back.
You need to make a motion to that, be on the second one. Make a motion to table the vice.
I motion to table the vice chair.
So next month,
Yes.
second,
I'll second.
all those in favor? Motion carries. Okay, old business. Approval minutes of February 26th, regular meeting.
Those minutes are going to be today. We need to pack them to bed. So we don't make a motion.
Have they passed over here?
I thought we might have passed them last time, but we might not have, so let's just pass them for sure.
Okay. She might have put them there by mistake.
Well, no, we had a hard time getting these minutes back. We changed it. We did 90 days, then we did 120 days, and I think that, actually, I think they have been passed, but let's just do it for sure this time.
Okay.
Just to put it together.
Okay.
Patty wants to make that motion. No, she doesn't. You make that motion.
I motion that we pass the minutes from February 26th.
Who would like to second?
Second.
Gary? Any discussion? Probably not. All in favor? Motion carries. Okay, so in 2 and 3, I'm going to combine those. That's my report here. Consideration, discussion, take action on the banners condition. And then the other one is an F for a walking tour. Well, you're starting with 8 banners, the blue ones. Y'all were down to 4. The one at 4th and Main, kaput, it's gone. I'm sorry, kaput means no good. Oh, it's no good, okay. So y'all are down to 4. You have a banner here at that corner, all 300, and then one back over here by Pittsburgh. I recommend that we don't reorder new banners until we find a reliable supplier. Those are already vinyl type and they tear up with wind. The cloth that we had were durable.
There's a place called Graphic Guides. And I know they do a lot of stuff.
Okay, let's hold on that thought. I want to make you ought to make a motion, something combined with a walking app. A walking app, there's several out there, and they're kind of confusing, so I haven't been able to hammer that. What I'm going to ask you guys, combining that, it really should become a committee. Okay, to hammer this stuff out, and then if you go to, HPO updates and report action items made the National Preservation Month. Marketing ideas like walking brochure. Why don't we get a committee, Gail, to work with banners instead of popping names up there, because I know two additional one. Get a committee on marketing items, walking brochures, stuff like that. This is marketing. Little signage of all of the buildings, maybe, I think you talked about, like a little piece of paper talking about the history of that building. People walk up to it and say, it builds prestige and value to Blanco, and visitors come and say, check this out.
I did not say that on here,
Oh,
but I
you
like that idea.
I like it too, I thought
I
you
didn't
did.
see it.
Maybe it was- So,
But I think it was in your head, that is a good idea, but really, what kind of committee are you talking about? That's a lot of work right there.
nuts. I can run it, you want to point.
I'll make a motion that we appoint Rudy to, head a committee on, finding apps for the walking tour, as well as finding reliable suppliers for, our banners.
Any discussion? All in favor? And we'll be looking for a young man named Gareth, maybe he can assist me with that. Y'all don't tell me.
I'm not saying I'm not speaker. No. No, that's not me.
Well, he said, Michael's on the wall, John.
Take my phone.
I'm just pointing the wrong direction.
Okay, the next item, and we talked about this before, still old business. Request for hired help or volunteer to bring recorded minutes in a written form so they can be submitted to the Texas Historic Commission.
Okay, so this is all I know is that last June, before Keith went in the hospital, I did, some minutes. They may have been minutes for, because for June, May, April, May, June, May, and, I don't remember if they were minutes. I'm sure they were minutes for May because he went in the hospital in the middle of June and we hadn't had our meeting yet. So I don't know if the minutes have been taken and written up. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. They might have been, I might have written them for February and March. And I wrote, yeah, I know I did wrote them for February and March and April, so those are taken care of.
Okay, give me those dates again.
We need them for June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and January.
Of this year, January,
Uh-huh,
okay?
because those are the times I missed, but Wendy took minutes for a long time, but I think she had already resigned the position and Maria had replaced her. So unless Maria took the minutes, so there's 8 months there of not having minutes.
Let me make a recommendation, and let me explain it to Gary and Patty. The way the minutes have always worked here was through a recorder. And then when they get recorded, the secretary would take them in, and put them in writing, type it out. And then you'll all get a copy. Then when they accumulate 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, the HPO sends it to the state. It becomes recorded records. The city should keep files in the main office. For sure, we can keep a file in the file cabinet in the back. If anyone in the public says, I would like to see the minutes, that's their legal right. That's his open meeting, okay?
But,
Yeah.
okay, and really, someone on this commission has always taken the minutes. The city has never taken.
No, never. But they should hold on to a copy.
Oh, yes, and they do have the video up there.
That's my next stop. If each one of you guys would like to volunteer, take a month or two, because we're not in a good position, but we can put it together, okay? You go to YouTube, They have a link at the city website, or just Google, search it on YouTube. Just pick up one of these months and listen to it. Sometimes you can put that CC, you don't hear correct and hear, and try to listen, but a lot of the information you cannot hear it.
Well, Lori will send you the link. She'll send it to you. If you say, I want the, cause I bet Lauren would do that. Lori's real good at.
I found them all.
Oh, did
They're
you
all,
find
yeah,
them?
the city has a channel, I guess you call it a channel. I have one on my business. And the city council pops up, the PNC pops up, the historic commission pops up. So if someone wants to take June of 2023, make it yours, go listen to it, get your bag of popcorn, okay, gotta eat. And listen to the minutes, look at the agenda for that month. It should be on, then you can match what was said. The most important thing was who made the motion, who seconded, was there a conversation, discussion, and then it was voted.
So in addition to the YouTube, you have like a video, audio recording of the minutes too, or?
Yeah, I can answer that.
I've taken audio recording because I can't understand that.
Right.
I tried to do that before, but it's very, very difficult. Because a lot of the mics aren't on, or they're not working, or things like that. So then you can make things up, you can write the minutes and nobody would ever know the difference, but as far as them being accurate.
Okay, but do you think you have the audio recordings for those months?
No, because I wasn't here.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
That's okay. I was not.
I'm volunteer to take first stab.
Okay, you'll take June.
Do videos.
So like on our calendar, let's put it back. So Gary would take June 2023. I'll take July 2023 since he stepped up first. Who would like to take August?
I'll take all this.
Okay, so Gary, Rudy, Gail. And then we have September.
I'll do September.
Yeah, Jacqueline, okay. You know, guys, it takes you 30 days, 60 days, 90 days this week. So maybe I'll just have all this together. There's no rush. What's up for September, October? If Patty would take October. Then we have November. Can we go back to Gary? Okay, Gary, and I'll do December. Wait a minute, we don't have meetings on December.
Okay, so
Okay,
then we
so
just go to
December's out.
January,
So I'll take January.
and I think that's the last time, because I remember doing February special meeting. There were two meetings in February, a special meeting and an in meeting, and you know, we may not have had meetings in all of these months. Because there weren't quorums in all of these months, did there?
That's true, that's true. Or they were special meetings. We'll look. And if we find out, hey, they'll give it a month, that ain't happening, but we need more help. Let's come together and work on this as a team, get it out of the way.
I want to see, I know someone who's secretary in a different group, and they have like a template for the minutes, and all they do is go fill in the blanks. You know, if it's longer, you have enough room to put more in, and it makes it faster. All you talk about is, well, this was a motion, it passed or it didn't.
Okay. So you wanna talk to her later about that? I don't know. Rudy? Yes, sir. Who's speaking?
Suggestion, sorry. What we do at Streetscape is I have an app that transcribes the audio recording.
Yeah, I have that too.
Well, it takes it verbatim and prints it out in form, so nothing is missed. That's not necessarily always a good thing, because they can be lengthy. But our meetings, we have every word that everybody says, and nobody has to write anything.
Yeah, the one I have is, looks like OLLI, whatever brand that is. And like I said, it types it out. And then you can send it to your email, copy and paste. Can you get with them later after the meeting?
I have to tell you that I really like the way I do it, so I don't want to change the way I do it. Because I'll just take the agenda, and under the agenda item, I just put who made the motion, who seconded it, and if it passed or not, and if there's a little discussion. So I just have a little short paragraph under that agenda item. And if anybody doesn't like it, I'm really glad to let them do it.
Well, the thing is, the way we do it can be a headache.
Yes, yes, you see, what you just said, and everything that we say doesn't need to be on paper.
No, Dennis pointed that out to me already.
Yeah, because you can get in trouble with that.
Yes.
Your motion has to be marked.
Yes.
Yes, and seconds.
Since it's under old business to make a motion, can y'all make a motion that we agree to this plan? Second, or Patty?
Yeah, I make
I'll make a motion.
Good job.
I make a motion that the commission agrees to divide up the responsibilities for writing the minutes from the past meetings, which are missing, and minutes for approval by commission.
Second? Patty second. No more discussion? If not, the motion carries. Everybody says aye.
Aye.
Okay, let's move over to HPO updates, report action items. May is the National Conservation Month, walking brochures. There's a link there. And so you guys have allowed the budget to order the huge banner with 4 little signs. Okay. And then the news clip that's up there, I got some good news. Y'all need to listen on all the newspaper stuff at the courthouse. 2 bumps we had. One was worse than the other one. They were filming there. And it's about history. Eric Roberts was there. Got to run into him. The casting owner from LA, or California, he took her table by mistake. It was a little table, looked like theirs. And they had to move their display after we spent like $5 with it, because I like to do everything perfect. You know, I have. So I said, okay, and we dropped it, but they said that we did. Yeah, they dropped it. No, I don't care about that. So when we fixed it, the owner of the casting company that makes those movies, they looked at mystery TV program that has that ugly noise. That mystery program on TV, it's been on for years.
It's all mysteries or.
That one, they do that. I didn't even know it existed. They do stuff like that. So when he bought the table, he was very apologetic and probably a $20 Walmart table. He bought it back. As long as someone didn't steal it, I'm okay with that. He had questions and he says, I want to know about this, all the history stuff. So when I asked him and I said, you already read it, so it's hard to ask you. But before you got here, what do you know about Bonnie and Clyde? I didn't know anything. And I said, you get 2 answers. One is, I didn't know they were here. I don't know anything. The other answer is, they came down Main Street, stopped at 4th, the cops were already there, started shooting at them. There was a cafe across the street, I think somebody was related to them. The Texas Rangers all came out, so Bonnie and Clyde came off that way. And that's all you heard. There was a bullet. That's all you heard. There's more. Across the street where the ATM drive-in is at, the drive-through to the bank, was another wooden house, and that belonged to the vice president of the bank. That house had bullets, and the lady was in the corner reading a book. No, they didn't have TV back then. She was reading a book, and the bullet went right by her and killed her. They took off. Once they went this way, they said, well, they went toward Waverly and Marcus Austin. They could never find them again. Of course not. You're not going to find thieves, right? It takes us to 12. But there's more information, and no one knew that. And so what I told the casting manager, and I said, documentation beats conversation. That's what I always tell my cast people. So he took the picture of Thomas McDonald that wrote Ranches, Realtors, and Hill Country, because he's the great grandson of James Callahan. That's it. Captain James Callahan, the founder of Pittsburgh Land. He says, I gotta get that book. So he took a photo and said, you can find Amazon. He took a photo and said, that might be a movie. And he says, that other stuff, that might be a movie. Everything I have in that might be a movie.
Well, that makes you feel good.
And he says, here's my card. Let me have your card. So yeah, it worked out. And I said, well, yeah, he says, we love Texas history. They wanted to know more. So that's the bad part. Then when we had those little signs, I had called Retta, because she's KDV. I said, we're missing a little yard sign. Well, nobody, but somebody put a trash can in his place. Then on the weekend, I came walking here and this wine guy, he put it on Retta's pot. And I thought, there it is. So I took them to the old courthouse, went to the city, so they don't walk away. Somehow those signs have legs on them. We don't know who did it, we can't say who done it, okay? But it's working out good this year. And then we have those little cards here. And like you said, when it's in, say they don't build it, who does it need it? So that's my report on the National Preservation Month. And now we can go to number 2. There's no motion there. Let's go to bylaws amended by HPO. The bylaws that we're working with right now has to do in line with 120 day delay. It's about 4 or 5 pages. When I'm done with them, I take it to the Texas Historic Commission. Then they will review it, make sure that all the legality is in there. They have a lot of samples from different cities. And Kelly Little says we will look into that once it's approved by the state. Y'all will approve of that. Then it goes to P&Z, then it goes to City Council. Now, what am I getting at? Demolition by delay. You can just say 120 days. Well, they might want to know more information. What about the asbestos when they start breaking it? So the city creates an ordinance that they must have it legally abated. Okay, the lead. Can they recycle any of the metals if they found it prone that they have to demo the building? So it's a little bit more of a safe environment. Will they need police control? Will they need a fire department there? What about the propane? There's a lot of stuff that goes in line with that. That's an ordinance, that's not a bylaw. It's work right here bylaw. You can call it bylaw, but it's really an ordinance. Okay. It's more bylaw. Training program, okay. As far as I don't see it in the agenda, but we can mix it up. Where is the one with the missions? Y'all have the missions table?
Yeah.
Yes, this one here. Now, this one is bylaws. The mission, statement, vision, and core values, vision, and core values. Again, the Texas Historic Commission will approve of this. They've been asking us, we have the same ordinance that we had a couple of decades ago. And there's been a lot of new ordinances, a lot of new bylaws that the state has implemented and the federal government, but we have not here in Michael. Okay, we don't need them all, but we need to upgrade. Let me give you another example thing we talked about. Solar panel. If someone was to put solar panels, that would be an ordinance. Let's say run them on solar panels. We would make sure that they would go in the back of the group, how to mount them on, and recommend where to put them on. Because otherwise, if she doesn't have direction, she'll put them wherever. At the courthouse, they'll put them up on the roof. We'll never see them. But you have to have an ordinance for that. Is it a restriction? No, it's not a restriction. It's basically a guidehouse. Okay. So there's a lot of ordinances that needs to come into play for Blanco, especially if we decide to expand landmarks, because I want my house to be a landmark. And then I'm going to be under restrictions. And it's for the better of the house anyway. Because I won't live there for it. But the next person will value that home and say we want it to look like it does. Okay.
I think it's cool to be nice. I really do.
Thank you. That's what I said.
So Reed, is there like another town that has kind of a updated ordinances that think would be a good model that we could base like on those?
The NAPC has 3 different ones. One's from Dallas. The best ones that the best demolition by delay that happens to be in the state of Texas. Out of all this, can you hear me right now? Okay. Out of all the ordinances of the whole country, San Antonio is the best. There's a little town next to Dallas, Northeast. I can't think of the name right now. They got an award for that. It's not minor.
Would be the key.
It's not the kid, it's supposed to be this way. But they've got a huge award for that. And Dallas, San Marcos, Seguin, Castroville. Did I say Austin already? But Port Little Blanco doesn't have anything. So like, gee, that feeling, I need to hike, when you're on Zoom, like I need to hike.
If I look at the puzzle, are you talking about our historic preservation ordinance being 20 years old?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
No, it was not. It was 2006. It came in with the CPBC. It's 4.11 is our ordinance.
That's 20 years, right? What year did you say?
4.11.
No, what year?
See, is our ordinance.
2006.
2000, that's about 17, 18 years, that's almost 2 decades.
But
And nothing has changed.
yeah, some things have changed in it.
Like what,
Of course, there have been some things changed.
like what do you recall?
But for the years, we could things, if we changed something in here, that had to be changed through the, P&Z first before it went to the city, then it got changed. Several little things changed.
Yeah, well, these are big things, right?
It
They're
has
not little
been a
things.
big picture. Martha Gosnell and the.
Okay. Since we're having this discussion,
Updates.
Kelly Little, trying to think of her name. She's going to come over here and kind of correct those thoughts. What do we need to do and what's hindering us back? What would she do? And she's gonna have her training, so let's go on the training. I think that's on my agenda. Thank you, Retta. That's on the number 3 training program. So there's several here. Let's go. Let's see who's the first on your slide. Okay, if y'all can, if y'all can find this one here, Patty. That's a hot one. It's got that little long, there you go. Okay. So this one here, Kelly Little recommended that we do go to this. Okay. So y'all know about hot funds, correct? I never knew you could use it to restore a historic building. Never. I mean, it makes sense, but I never thought of that. So in order to find out more about that, she recommended that, we go there May 18th Saturday. So if you have your calendars.
My granddaughter graduates maybe.
Okay, well, 2 of us already signed up to go. Whatever the number will bring back. So if you have your calendar, there's no charge for this one. We get to see how San Marcos is doing it. Guys, these people have a staff of 20 people, APO and assistants and secretary, not just volunteers. So when they do the job, they're getting paid to do an excellent job. We don't have that luxury. We're a small little bitty dot in the state.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm willing to not have that luxury if I can stay a little bitty dot in the state.
No, we're not trying to, that is a restriction that it doesn't get crazy, stuff like this. But, and this one was on the 18th, it's from 9 to 12. If anybody would like to park and ride, we can meet here at 7:30. Retta and I had said already we were going, if anyone else would like to join us.
I need,
Patty?
I need to check it on the free bill.
Just email them back. So Patty will be going to them. Patty and Retta and I. Okay. And we'll bring all the information.
So what are we supposed to do with these, Rudy? The mission statement, vision and core values?
That's part of the bylaws. If-
Is
I've
that
been in-
information, or do we need to vote on it?
No, not today. Because you just got it. Now, you can go to the city of Dallas and let's just pick the small towns. Go find one. There's not too many CLG small towns. Look at, they have a mission statement. Okay. My company had one for 40 years. And people would read it and say, we like that statement.
Mission statement, so it's all the rage, yeah.
We talked about it before Patty was here. I forget, I think it was Roxanne that brought it up. And that thing where he says, y'all don't have a mission statement? Yes, preservation commissions do have mission statements. Cities have mission statement. You know, it could be as simple as key blanco blanco. That's it. It's just
Oh,
a
that
statement.
doesn't even have meaning. Blanco's not had been Blanco in so many years, I don't know.
Okay, the next one is just long page. Y'all have a long page? Have you ever long? Y'all wanted training? You got training, right? Housing, Historic Preservation, a joint webinar with the Advisory Council and Historic Preservation and National Alliance Preservation and Convention. That's a NAPC. This one is free. You wanna hit your calendar, and write that down, it's on the 23rd, 12 o'clock Central Time, not Eastern Time. And that one is free. There's the link. Once you registered, already done that, you get an email that you've been registered. Okay? And down here, the description tells you what you're gonna learn. One of the, Patty and Derek, one of the requirements from the state is a CLG, that we get some training. You can either travel or do a webinar. Okay? And the reason is because you're gonna have a lot of questions, and a lot of those answers are there. Okay?
And I think we're also supposed to get like open work meeting. Aren't we also supposed to get like, attend the open meeting and training?
Yeah, I'll send you that one.
Yeah. That's in it.
Once I heard that y'all were. You're absolutely right. Okay, this one here. Camp training in New Braunfels. That's it. Yeah. This one here, Connie. Okay, this one here, you want to mark your calendar, whether you make it or not, put it in your calendar. You can eavesdrop on it. This one is good, legal basis. Just the basic legal, standards and guidelines for design review, community engagement and building public support, meeting procedures. We need that to run meetings. Diversified quality, inclusion of historic preservation and envisioning in-field design. That one is in New Braunfels. They don't have enough information. It's from 9 to 4:45 all day long. It's $40. If someone plans to attend this one, we'll have to make a motion that they would like to attend and that they would cover your fee of $40. And since it's on the 28th, we don't meet till the 24th, so we can make a motion on June 24th if someone would like to attend that. I've gone to New Braunfels, we went to San Antonio from the south side, like Stinson Airport, we went to, like Marble Falls, that other town. That one was good. Yeah, Vernon.
It used to be a 3-day camp.
Camps are real good ones, like you will learn a lot and you get your lunch with this. So if someone would like to attend that, it's $40 and it's on a Friday and all you do is drive to New Braunfels. Okay? So I recommend that if you've never gone to one of these, go one time. And you know what'll happen next time? You want to go again. It's that good. You will meet a lot of other people just like you. And if you want to meet the secretaries, you can meet the secretaries, chairperson's vice, and they really tell you how to. Okay, so we can make a motion next month, or we can make it now. If somebody feels that would like to go. If not, we'll sit that down for now. Y'all got it? Y'all think about it. We'll pick it up again on June the 24th. Okay? Let's go to the next one. This one here. Yeah. This one here, this came from an email from the Texas Historic Commission. It was Kelly Little. And she was saying that the August of last year, y'all was supposed to, it's August 26, 2023, y'all was supposed to have gotten a training locally. Is that correct? She was dealing with Maria for all you guys. And I think, Jacqueline, you were told they were gonna have a training here.
Yeah,
It's this one here.
yeah, it never happened.
It's right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I told Kelly, and I was gonna make y'all look at your calendar. If you'd like to do it in 30 days or 60 days. It's on a Saturday, they come here.
I'll tell you my problem is, I'm not good at planning that far ahead. I can tell you, yes, I want it, and then the day comes and,
I understand.
yeah, everybody's that way, I'm sure, but, so.
But let's look at the agenda. It says here, introduction to certified local government program. Rudy said that, is it true? Brennan said that's it true. Warren said that's it true. We don't know what they said, but we all follow that. Okay. Not just using names, we don't know. The next would be the role of the commission in the HPO. Guess what? It's right there. What is my role? Because when I tell people what my role, no, it's not, no, it's not. Yeah, it is, yeah, it is. I'm already going to 2 trainings. We're gonna have it again. And then you can read the paperwork they have in the city, or you go to the state, the HPO has a long list of stuff. Then you take a break from 1:45 to 2 o'clock, and that's right here. And then section 106, can you explain that? Probably not. Meeting, procedures for restoration commissions. Okay, the Secretary Interior standards for rehabilitation. And then questions at the very end. It tells you the bio of the 2 speakers. So Patty, do you feel on a Saturday in 30 days or 60 days would work for you?
So this says it's on August the 26th.
That's all, never got done.
Oh, that was last year.
Yeah, that was last year. We're picking up what didn't happen before. I don't get to go on in 30.
Well, we probably ought to do it in 30 days, just so we don't forget about it.
Okay, so what's the better to do? 13? What about June 22nd? Or is that, or in the middle of the 15th? June 15th?
Yeah.
And then after that, I have to see if Kelly Little and the other lady are not busy doing a training somewhere on that day. So let's pick 2 weeks, okay? How about June 15th and June 22nd? Okay? I'm gonna let it go.
Do you need a motion for that, or just,
Yes,
yeah, I make a motion that we see if we can have the certified local government commission training on either June the 15th or the 22nd, depending on the availability of the presenters.
someone would like to second that motion? I second. Gary? Any discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And I'm gonna tell you guys again, for them coming over here from their time, they're on set salary. Lunch will be on us, okay? If we want to pick up subways or old 300, we're all kind of just pitching. And it's mostly for you guys. The staff is welcome. And then I'll make an agenda for those 2 or more at a meeting. City council is welcome to come. They should learn what you guys have to go through. I'm gonna encourage that here in PNC. Because they can read the UDC, but they really don't know what to see.
Yeah, but I'm not willing to feed city council.
Maybe I'm gonna pick myself. They eat too much, right? I didn't say that. I believe that's all the training. Are we getting enough training?
I guess I got the certificates, the completion for some of the stuff online, and I don't know who I submitted.
City secretary.
Things just-
That's for your training for your open meetings act? Or your open, is that the training, online training for the open
Yes.
meetings?
Well, it's, ABC for historic design and substitute
Oh,
materials.
no, those are webinars. That's
Oh.
not- Yeah, I don't need to take it, but you can copy it and send it to me.
Yeah, I have,
Okay, because I have to send it on the annual report.
okay.
And since we're gonna have a chairman, I'll teach him how to do the annual report. Gary, I had to on all this on my own. There's a lot of stuff.
Now I got it.
No, it's easy to make. Okay, so now let's go to committee reports. The man we've been wanting to hear. District marked by Eric. Oh, yeah, sure. The camera.
Well, the application's finished. I've had a tremendous amount of help formatting, footnotes and stuff from Gary Curry. We got it in to get it done in time. Also, as always, great support for Rudy. Some things I'd like to mention to you, I won't take too much of your time. The application is going to be submitted through the county as opposed to through the BHPC. Joelle is going to submit it. She would have had to review it anyways, because that's the rules with the application. But she's going to go ahead and submit it for us. I've already coordinated that with her. Important dates. Okay. They're not really that relevant because we've got the application done, but May 15th, Wednesday, at 2 o'clock is when the application has to be submitted by. And they'll be getting a hard copy with a check, a $100 check for the application fee. And at the same time, they will be getting an email copy of the application. We have the signature and approval from the representatives of St. Michael's and All Archangels Church. And they are on board with this. Provided we get approval, once we get approval, we have 60 days to pay for the marker. Marker that we agreed on is the $1,450 marker and post. So that would be up to the BHPC to come up with those funds. Sometime, we have 2 months after they've approved the application. So they approve it, they don't have to worry about it. They approve it, but they've come up with $1,450. The church, that's really not. Oh, that's why I wrote that down there. This is maybe something for Warren. The post of the application, provided it's approved, it's going to be mailed to City Hall. Okay. I had that option or on Joel's doorstep. And I thought City Hall makes more sense. My question is, will the city see that post on that property? If I dig a hole, put the concrete in, as they do with stop signs and.
No, we can install that.
Okay, that's
fast, right? We can
Yes,
install
yes,
it.
yes.
All right. That time that we talked to the state lady, she said the state does that,
Only if it's involves tech stuff, otherwise it's our responsibility.
but, okay,
Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Yes, no, it's gonna,
Start.
yeah, it's in the application.
Yeah.
It is our obligation unless it's.
We'll all show up, make a home.
And you gotta concrete and,
Oh, he's a king, right?
okay, someone remember
Right?
that this young man said that?
I can do it with my eyes closed, how's that?
I believe it. I believe it. That's basically it. I want everyone here to know that over the years, we've been looking at this for 2 years. It was Greta's idea at first. Greta and I were talking once about Pittsburgh and the Callahan blasting game and all of that fascinating stuff. That should be a movie. And Greta said, well, Pittsburgh needs a historic mark. And that was the start of it. And then I spoke with Gail about it. And one person who was always involved and always interested was Pam Capps. Because Pam Capps is part of Pittsburgh. If you know Pam, she has a history there. And so I think it's good. It was very appropriate what you said earlier. And I will keep her in mind. I wish I could put her name in the narrative. But
We'll do something for her.
yes, I know. But it would have been nice to have her name on that marker. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that. And that's it. The city will get a copy of the application. And yes, sir.
Let's not forget, if you want to write it down on the minutes, that the state has either 800 or 850 credit on this. So all we need to come up with the difference out of the budget warrant for the commissioners, like 600, 650. So it's not a big chunk of money. Y'all have already approved of this.
I don't feel that we need to make a motion because we gave him the ball with a motion and he ran with it. So let's keep going with it, okay? I'll give you a check tomorrow, let's keep going.
Sounds good.
Don't stop.
It's all done.
Run for it.
We're good to go.
All right. Well, that's streetscape. Okay.
If I can stand up, like you see y'all, I think I today. And I'm still about fuzzy.
What's that?
I understand that my eyes were dilated and they were still kind of fuzzy. I wrote
I
home.
look skinny, don't
We
I?
look fuzzy eyed.
I look real skinny.
Anyway, every once in a while I've gone back and given a history lesson, so we're going to have a history lesson.
Yeah.
This really goes back to when we did the comprehensive master plan in 2003. And, we are getting ready. It should have been being updated every 5 years. Well, it hasn't been updated for 5 years. But we're getting ready. Bobby Mack has just been elected. He was on our streetscape committee. And he's been elected to the city council now. And the mayor had already previously, while he was still elected streetscape, appointed him to update. It's not a new comprehensive master plan. It's an update of the old one, which will add a lot of new things that we've been needing to add too. So this is a passbook of the 2003 one. Okay. It was approved in 2006. And so in this, it has all these categories, like people would put up on the wall that we want a retirement village, or we would want this. When we met with the first night we had a meeting for this project, was 100 Blanco citizens were in the cafeteria at the Blanco High School to say, this is what we want to see in 10 years, or this is what we want to see. So anyway, when Bobby got up the other night at the council meeting, and he said, it got tabled, it got shelved. It didn't get shelved. It's still being worked on. It never got shelved. But I want to show you the ones that really got worked on was the historic commission. We did more than anybody else to get our part of this plan going. That's our report. But I was still on it for the for the comprehensive master plan. So I worked with other leaders of other parts on, like when trying to find retirement buildings. I worked with a couple that were trying to, that would have built it for us in different ones. But when the first day that when this was voted in, the first meeting we had was at Bobby Mack's office. And the writer of this plan was LCRA, and Chris Holcamp was the leading person on it. And he said, well, I would suggest that you go to have the historic commission go to the city and ask for the vision and preservation program. It was a program that Texas Historic Commission had that only 3 towns a year. Castroville was our college town. Only 3 towns a year to be awarded this program. So not only were we doing the comprehensive master plan, Candy Cargill, who also got appointed to the council too, was our historic commission chair at that time. So we went to the city and I said, yes, we'll do this. And so we started at the same time with applications to for the it's a Blanco, the product of it is a blank for the visionary preservation, BIP. You'll hear it, BIP. It started in
06, wasn't it?
it started in 04 trying to get it.
Yeah.
We didn't get approved for it until 05, 07. And we had 7 monthly meetings that year. But all this time we were working on both of them. and to get it ready to be for those 7 monthly meetings. It's the same thing, but the product of the Blanco Historic, the VIP is the Blanco Historic Preservation Action Plan. That's where your night running scholarships come from, the day on the artists have come from, many things that are right here. And I happen to have gotten streetscape. It says past leader in here, streetscape. So that's what I'm doing on streetscape. It struck us feet for a while, and so we went to the city and asked for the city to give us a resolution. And in 2007, in 2010, they gave us a resolution to, and I'll read it. A resolution of the city council of Blanco, Texas, establishing a committee to develop a local streetscape program and master streetscape plan, which would result in the historic preservation and beautification of Blanco historic district, while protecting and enhancing the economic development within the city, and especially those businesses adjacent to the courthouse area. By this resolution, the council charges and authorizes the committee to coordinate, collaborate, and partner with appropriate city, county, and state agencies, local businesses, and interested community citizens in the accomplishment of the committee. So we've been working on this since 2010 under this resolution. We went inactive in 2017, and so Blanco, during the first round, our city attorney said we need to have Key Blanco vehicle be our fundraiser because we are a 501c3, and that way any donations that come in are taxes in. And so he drew up his law firm, and we voted on that. The law firm drew up a memorandum of agreement spelling out that Key Blanco vehicle would be the fundraiser. So we went inactive. We had raised $5,000. It was still in our account when we went inactive. So Judy and I were sitting here one night and thinking, we want to, while we're still alive, we want to see streetscape finished. And so I went back to the city council in 2020 and asked them to give us a new resolution, which they did in 2020. And we've had one update ahead. So that's where we are at this point. We are working on streetscape. I know maybe y'all have kept with it, maybe you haven't, but we are doing it by phases. We have Suzanne Pemberton as our architect. We've had our surveyors. Our first phase has been pecan street from 0300. It went past the city hall, but actually will extend to County Creek. Next phase will be through Kerr Street that will go from Pecan Street to 281. Next phase will be 4th Street that will go from the Bowling Alley to 281. And then the next one will be the biggie, which will be by then, we hope it's actually Main Street, but right now it's still 281. And all this work we've been doing, we had you notice the 440 South sign got changed and all the blinking lights, and it doesn't look historic, does it? This is in the historic district. We're ad hoc committee, but the historic commission is over the historic district. So y'all need to be really involved with us, and when we're fundraising, if you can help fundraise and whatever, do that. But TxDOT decided one morning they were just going to dig up those 4-way stop signs up here, and they tore up all our concrete. And Rudy called me and said, "Ready, you better get over here." And somebody had called Ryan, and Ryan got over there, and we tried to stop them, and somehow the city said, "Well, go ahead." And that's how we got blinking lights that don't look like Blanco or the historic district.
It was a former mayor.
Yes.
And Warren wasn't.
But anyway, the TxDOT did admit that they were wrong. They did not even come to us and ask anything about it. They did not contact our architect who was working on our conceptual drawings and everything. So Lauren has been working with TxDOT, who has admitted that they should be paying us, you know, to redo it. It's gonna be redone, is what it is. So
I actually talked to Chuck Monday today. He is working with the person that does electronics to actually get that big thing taken out and have that flashing light taken off. He's not as far along with the drainage situation we have in the whole 300, whole area of flood. So he's still working on both, and I said to him, well, I'll call him about a week and a half and see where he is.
or the 23rd, are we gonna be ready for the 23rd meeting with TxDOT?
I hope so. I mean, he's working on it, but
Yeah. They're gonna come back. They had said that they would do worse, but they were quite a hit. It caused a drainage problem and flooded the L300 in right away. And I guess it's probably flooded it since then. And so, our next meeting is on the 23rd, and we're hoping that, Suzanne Pimpleton, our first phase we'll pay her for the first phase and start on the second phase. And, so you will come to our meeting if you want to come, but that's where we are.
Thank you, Rheta. Next is Jacqueline survey of inventory.
I do have the paperwork now to do it. I have lots of questions about, I'm not sure, do I just walk up and start taking pictures myself? Do I need to talk to the people?
I had a question and answer from Kelly. And she said to mention this. They can assist you.
Okay,
However, yeah, you do what you're doing, but however, dollar for dollar, if the city wants to hire a professional person to do that, you work with them, but they get paid. They will match dollar for dollar, and it ends like, I don't know if she said July or August. We have time to apply for that grant, but we'd have to take it to the city if they're willing to do that. Ray can help me with this. Main Street did a survey, didn't they? It had this boat, the first HBO. You have that name, boathouse?
First HBO?
The
Oh,
HBO.
no, Gray House.
Gray House, they have these names that are common. Gray House, they had her name, that the last survey was done by her. I can get a hold of her if she has any advice for you.
that would be.
She did it all on her own.
No, it's not started. The first
Okay.
part of it, Charles Boyer did it under a grant. And
The-
then we stopped and then.
Yeah, it was a grant, yeah.
Time, and then Becky came on and finished it.
Now, they have her name in the state. So, let me give you Kelly's number, and if she's not the one, don't direct, they're here to help you.
Okay,
Let's not feel like we're encapsulated, no one's listening, no one's helping.
and I do have a list of the houses, that, Hollis gave she texted to me,
Oh,
and it's supposed to be houses that have been built since, you know, well, they've got to be 50 years old since the last time it was
Yes.
done. And I have some, there's somewhere there too, it's the same thing listed 2 or 3 times. I don't know if it's an accident or if it's, there are 2 or 3 buildings on the same lot. I'm really not sure. It's 151 buildings altogether, and there are 8 that might be copies within that. But I did go through and do a breakdown of that. I have the paperwork. Finally, I have the paperwork I need to fill out.
there is a windshield survey for people that you just drive and never get off. You know, like how many, are you gonna count like how many windmills are still in town? How much rock wall, how many cisterns, water, is that included too in the surveys? Or is that just houses?
This part's just houses. There's a lot of things. I don't know how to answer some of these.
Let me get you with someone in the state, that's the best thing.
Okay.
I've never been involved with that, I don't think Rena has either, all we can do is talk, but
We've already, and Linda Howard is another one that worked on it.
But it's so hard to get a hold of her. It's easy. She's not doing good health-wise.
I saw her yesterday, she's doing great.
Oh, is she doing better?
Yeah, but- Okay, well, let me get you someone from the state, because they already volunteered to talk to you.
Oh,
Okay,
That would be.
it comes from them anyway. Okay,
That would be an immense amount of help.
okay, let's go to, future agenda items. The only one I have is for the 24th. If who wants to go to New Braunfels, that'll be in the agenda. We will miss the Jubilee. It's on the 19th. We'll be able to discuss that. We didn't have a phone for that. I work from the chairperson. I'll let you, Jacqueline, do you have anything else to say other than that? Anything else? You go? I want to thank you guys for joining. Who would like to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn. I like
Bill?
that.
Second? Second. Y'all want to stay longer for discussion? If not, all say aye to folks. All right. Motion carries.